I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution, where we talk about everything crypto daily. Before we jump into this video, I want to make sure and ask you guys, smash that like button. Try to get a like spike going. 1,000 likes a video, that's the goal. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. I'm going to make sure that you're very successful in the cryptocurrency markets on a daily basis. Jumping right into the market. Today in crypto, Green Day. Overall market cap of cryptocurrency, $203 billion. Bitcoin just under 7,100. This is the Bitcoin daily chart. So yesterday we had a daily candle close above the 50 moving average. You can see back here we were rejected by the 50, potentially here by the 50 and the 21. So again, definitely a good sign that the daily candle closed above the 50 simple moving average. And then you've got the 20 coming in here, and you're going to get a bullish cross of the 21 and the 50. Now, if we look, let's see what happened last time we got this bullish cross. We go back here, here's a bullish cross, and then move to the upside. Okay, we ran from 71.75 to 10,500. Can't guarantee that type of move, but things are headed in the right direction. Potentially, the bulls just need to hold this level. I talked to you guys about this yesterday. Bulls need to push the price higher to avoid a bearish cross of the 7 and the 25, and they did so. So previously, if you look right here, the price action looked like it was going to push this green simple moving average, the 7 into the 25, and cross it bearish, but it didn't, and it crossed back over. And then you'll notice you got that continuation of the move to the upside. So again, potentially happening right here as well. Again, bulls just need to hold this level and keep the trend moving higher for Bitcoin, and there'll be positive outcomes if that does continue. So this is a Bitcoin 6-hour chart. We talked about this as well. This is potentially a head and shoulders that kind of went the other direction. We had this falling wedge, broke out to the upside. Possibly we were looking for a markdown. Now there's still, bulls aren't out of the woods yet. You are. The price action is above the 200 simple moving average. You do have good volume confirmation of this breakout. Now it hasn't taken off yet, but today could be the day. There's a lot of big news in the global markets. I'm going to talk to you about that in a second. But if you look back here, this didn't happen. Like, this is a very similar situation. Huge run up, and then you got your little head and shoulders type pattern again, and then this falling wedge, which is a bullish reversal pattern. This is supposed to break higher 68% of the time, and it broke lower back here, and then we ran down to 3,800. However, here, very similar, but we broke to the upside. Things are changing. Pay attention. This is a 1-hour Bitcoin chart. This is the falling wedge zoomed in, and you can see clearly you have a huge volume spike, broke out to the upside. Price action is trying to work its way higher. You're going to have quite a few crosses, bullish crosses of the major moving averages above the 200. So potentially that will be some type of bullish follow through. However, the next step or level for the bulls to break is around 71.78. Potentially, again, there's a lot of major stories going on globally that will affect the cryptocurrency space, and I'm going to cover those. So make sure you watch this video all the way to the end. There's a ton of very amazing, positive cryptocurrency, as well as this panic situation. A lot of big developments happened recently. I've got a cryptocurrency trading group. I've got 6 chat groups where everybody's calling out breakouts, posting charts, working together to trade this market. I've got 41 videos in a playlist. If you don't know anything about trading at all, nothing, you can watch these videos. You'll be making profitable trades. Number one reason why people join my trading group is I post profitable trading setups every single day, and we've been killing it. It's amazing to see the gains we make in the trading group on a daily basis. If you guys want to join the cryptocurrency trading group, you want to pay in crypto, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. I'll get you set up and in the group today. You pay for 6 months in crypto, you get a 20% discount. You pay for the year in crypto, you get an additional month for free and a 30% discount. If you do want to pay with a card month to month on a monthly basis, you can do so. There's a Patreon link that's in the description. This is Tezos, up 72%. You can see here's the setup posted. Here's 52% out of link. Again, bought the breakout down here. Here's the setup. Boom, 52% out of link. Here's Ethereum, 57% gains out of Ethereum. Here's the setup posted in the trading group on the 17th of last month. Boom, Here is Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash, again, posted March 17th, broke out 60% gains over time. This is Vechain, up 28%. I just posted this recently. Listen, the trading group is extremely successful, and you can see there's 1,584 people in the trading group. Now, most of these members are not short-term traders. They're not, let me trade with 100x leverage. Most of them buy and they hold for a couple months. They make a bunch of gains and they know when to sell. And from yesterday, this person's up 1,000% on Link, but these people trade on leverage, so it's different. This person's up 215% on ADA. This is probably one of the best stories in the trading group that I've heard in a long time. I've successfully traded $4,000 into $96,000 over the last 3 weeks. Bitcoin maintains a $7,000 price level as Wall Street futures spike on the cure for the panic situation. Everybody's excited about this. President Trump appoints former BAKKT CEO. Remember, BAKKT CEO, BAKKT is supposed to be this huge crypto. They use basically Bitcoin-backed futures contract, physically backed, right? Well, the former BAKKT CEO, who had to step down because this is Senator of Georgia, Kelly Loffler, she was assigned to the Senate in Georgia to fill in, and now Donald Trump appointed her to the emergency task force to reopen the United States economy, and the markets are booming on this news. So you got the cure potentially, which we're going to talk about, and then look, green markets all over. Now, people are thinking like 3%, 4%, 3%. That's not very much. Traditional markets, that is huge. Now, US is waking up in about two hours, 2.5 hours. Markets open in about just under 3 hours. So probably right around, get this video out to you guys. Markets will be opening up shortly after. The pharmaceutical company Gilead, Gilead, which has been testing one potential treatment for the panic situation, popped more than 16% after hours trading following a report about early success of one of its trials. Patients have been recovering quickly, with most going home in just a few days, and the markets have been booming. Now, how is this correlated to crypto, Chris? How follow? I don't follow you. This is traditional markets. Does it really matter? Look at this. This is a Dow Jones Industrial Index. Now, this is a 1 minute chart, but I just want to make a point here. Do these look correlated? Do these at all look correlated? Orange, the orange line is Bitcoin. The candlesticks is Dow Jones Industrial. Very correlated. Now it's frozen right now because traditional markets aren't open. And so that creates, we talk about gaps a lot of times with CME Bitcoin futures gaps. The idea is market makers run and fill these gaps. Just with traditional markets, Bitcoin futures, that's just how it works. There's gap trading strategies. And so I posted a video. Make sure, follow me on Twitter, cryptobtc_Chris. I make sure people are up to date because I can send a tweet in a minute, right? It takes me, YouTube videos only come out once a day, so it's hard to keep you guys updated on things that are important. But I uploaded a video, like you can literally see while the market's open, you can literally see Bitcoin moving in tandem with the Dow Jones Industrial Index on the 1 minute chart. If you guys haven't signed up for a VPN yet, I recommend PureVPN. I'm super paranoid. Anytime that I want to do anything in crypto, I always make sure my VPN is on. There's a lot of security involved. I feel a lot safer, and the privacy, truly anonymous. Also, you can use Binance, Bybit, BitMEX as well if you use PureVPN. The link is in the description. It does support the channel. So here we are, Bitcoin CME Futures. Now there's a gap overhead. Now this 4 hour gap, there's only about a $20 price gap. Still it exists on the 4 hour. There's a larger gap up here that runs from about 8,300 to 9,000. Now these gaps get filled because the idea is there's a bunch of orders that are unfilled in these areas, and market makers push these prices, manipulate the prices so that these orders get filled. Now you got a bullish cross of the 21 and the 200 that's happened. You also have a previous golden cross, and then you have a bullish cross of the 21 and the 50 moving average coming. So bullish ideas here. Again, Bitcoin CME Futures need to break above this level for some continued upside. I want to make sure you understand what market making is. It exists in all markets, crypto, stock market, everything. Market making is an activity where a trader simultaneously provides liquidity to both buyers and sellers in a financial market. So liquidity is the degree to which an asset can be quickly bought or sold without notably affecting the stability of its price. Market makers make a market by quoting both buy and sell prices of an asset. So again, they provide the exchanges or the projects in cryptocurrency with these spreads, tighter spreads, the ability, liquidity in the market. Just to give you an idea, is market making legal? Like everybody's like, man, crypto market is so manipulated. It's so manipulated. Well, it's the market makers that can do this. Market makers, they must operate under given exchanges bylaws, which are approved by the securities regulator. In the stocks, it's the SEC. As far as the U.S. market makers' rights and responsibilities, which will vary by exchange. So again, just to paint this picture, do market makers manipulate stock prices and crypto prices? Yes. Market makers make money from buying shares at a lower price and then they sell them. The more active a share is traded, the more money a market maker makes. It's often felt that market makers manipulate the prices. Market manipulation is an emotion-based term, and it conjures images of shady deals and exploitation, but it's not really so. Like, they definitely move the price to fill CME gaps, but guess who makes, on Wall Street, guess who makes up most of the market maker companies? Banks, large banks. Now, how does this apply to crypto? Chris, you're losing me here. Now listen, look, this is Tezos, co-founder of Tezos, pointed out in his last blog post. The most natural way to subsidize price discovery in a market is to pay market makers to maintain tight, double-sided quotes. A naive market maker constantly offers buying and selling with a reasonable spread is going to lose money to informed traders. So they pay these market maker permits, funneling a subsidy towards the most efficient forecasters. So they pay the market makers to manipulate this price. The projects do it. The exchanges do it. Here's Blockstack, STX. They hired a company to provide liquidity. They paid a one-time setup fee of $100,000 and a monthly payment of $20,000 for 6 months. And then they gave them $1 million worth of Bitcoin and Ether with 0% interest to fund the trading. So this is basically exist because of these crypto projects and exchanges on purpose. Everybody's like, oh man, these whales are manipulating the prices. That's the exchanges. The market makers are hired by the projects and the exchanges. I bet most people didn't know that. Everybody's like, it's the whales. And yeah, they're whales, all right, but they're doing it on purpose to provide liquidity to the market. This single trend could send the crypto market flying, says the top CEO. What will push crypto higher? And other industry executives agree with this bullish case. The minute the feds print money, Bitcoin price should go up because people should be using the money to buy crypto. No one's gotten their money yet. Well, they just did. We saw a big move, a couple $100 move out of Bitcoin, but it was important, pivotal, potentially move. They're still trying to figure out how they're going to distribute their money. Now, this has since happened, and all these Americans, there's proof, the data shows that Americans are buying Bitcoin with the stimulus checks. I saw last night in my trading group, somebody said, well, there goes my stimulus check. I just bought a bunch of Bitcoin. Like, for sure, that's happening, right? That's happening. It definitely helped this market. And these are potentially going to roll out and continually, we're going to see some type of buying. And you can't say, hey, it's going to be this tremendous, huge price boom in a day. But there's a lot of things that are pointing to some positive direction as far as the price of Bitcoin goes going forward. Remember, we're gathering data every single day, right? Things change by the minute in cryptocurrency. Major banks go down due to the stimulus payout demands. They can't even keep up. Like, this money just got slammed into the market and people are trying to spend it, and banks can't even handle all this money flow. The money flow is just too much for the banks. Crypto Billionaire, this is huge now. Pay attention. Says one altcoin reminds him of Bitcoin and Ethereum's early days. Bitcoin and Ethereum, early days. One altcoin. Any guesses? Anyone? 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 Tyler Winklevoss, who is billionaire co-founder of New York-based crypto exchange Gemini, he's calling out Chainlink. He's calling out Chainlink and its potential to break out as the next big altcoin. The billionaire crypto entrepreneur, early Bitcoin investor, says the smart contract project is built with quality technology and supported by a following that's reminiscent of the early Bitcoin and Ethereum evangelists. Who here remembers when Ethereum was $1, $2, $5, $10? Man, and you remember Ethereum ran up to like $1,400 or $1,500, maybe even $1,600. I'm just planting the seed. I'm not saying go buy now, here it is, but Link is a coin you want to be a part of going forward. Huge use case. If Ethereum is like the training wheels for all these new crypto projects because there's a ton of ERC20 coins, Link potentially has that potential. Now, Binance recognizes this and they say, hey, we want to build a blockchain that's more like Ethereum, a Link competitor. So they released a white paper, which is essentially talking about its Binance Smart Chain. It's going to run parallel to its existing blockchain. Only it's going to support smart contracts to Binance, the Google of cryptocurrency. Watch. It was $40. I picked some up on the lows for $9. BNB, huge going forward. But it's all about timing. You can't just buy now. Now Binance has just recently broken out and it started to pull back. It'd be great to see a retest on this, but again, I'm just planting these seeds with you guys. Like, you always want to buy based on what the charts are telling you. Buy at support, sell at resistance. Binance is launching a new Ethereum compatible blockchain. This is all over the news. This is huge. Binance Chain community releases white paper for enabling smart contracts. Everybody's super excited about this. Circle CEO claims explosive stablecoin demand from everyday businesses. Listen, fact. There is no business out there that's going to want to use some of these coins to send money, to receive payments. You know, I send a couple $1,000s of Ethereum, I'll lose $50 every time, just depending on the price action. Like, no one's going to want to do that, right? On a few $1,000s. What if they're sending 100,000 or 200,000 or, you know, $1 million in crypto over time? Like, they're not going to take these losses. Everybody's like, oh man, stable coins are going to shut them down. No, they're not. No, they're not. Don't be a sheep. Be a wolf. This market is built to take advantage of the herd and built to take advantage of people who are fearful in this market. Stable coins will be huge going forward based on this idea. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below, hit the bell for notifications. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.